Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I hope that all of you had a great Thanksgiving, and if you did any Black Friday shopping or Cyber Monday shopping, I hope you got some awesome deals and had a lot of fun. So I have been getting a couple of requests to film how I do my full coverage foundation routine. I thought today would be a good day to film it because my skin is definitely not perfect today. There's definitely some redness and scars and little blemishes and things going on. So I do typically prefer to use higher end products. That's just me. I like the finer things in life. It doesn't mean that drugstore products aren't just as good. So I do have a couple alternatives to some of the higher end products that I'm using that are drugstore that I really do enjoy as well. So I will kind of show you a couple different options for almost everything. So if you aren't terrified of seeing me up close and personal without my makeup on, then let's get started. So all I have done so far is just wash my face. I have not put any moisturizer or anything else on. And I swear, I must have like the largest head because this headband like does not fit me. Does not fit my extremely large head. This is my bare skin, nothing on. You know, as you can see, I have like little blemishes here. I don't really know what's going on down here. I have some scars and things like that. I definitely don't have perfect skin, despite sometimes what this camera makes me look like. I have one of those nice smoothing filters on it, so yeah. Once I have finished washing my face, the first thing that I do is apply my moisturizer. Getting the hydrated, soft skin will help everything else go on really, really well. So always make sure that you are using a moisturizer. My daytime moisturizer that I use is the NEUTROGENA Hydro Boost Water Gel. I have been using this for quite some time now. I think I've said it in so many videos. This is probably my 5th or 6th jar of it, and I'm almost out of this. And it's great because it's water-based, so it's really light, it's really refreshing. It just looks like this. Actually, I'm like almost out of it. And it smells so good. So I just take a glob like that. And this absorbs really, really quickly into the skin. So I don't find that it affects the wear of my makeup at all. I have not like overly oily skin, but I definitely am more on the oily side, so I don't feel like this makes me any more oily. Once I have finished applying my moisturizer and it has, you know, dried down and absorbed into the skin, the next thing that I do is apply my face primer. I think I've mentioned this before. I personally don't really have anything from the drugstore that I typically enjoy or that I've found that I like to use, and I've tried quite a few. I don't know, none of them really do it for me. The main primers that I typically use are the pore filling smoothing primers, because I'm gonna get close and hopefully the camera will pick it up. I have very large pores, so hopefully you can see that. I had terrible skin growing up, so I am left with all of this. My number one favorite, the Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer. Two other ones that I use are, one is the Makeup Forever. This is the Step 1 Skin Equalizer, and so this one is the smoothing one. And then another really good one, which this one's so expensive. This primer is the Dr. Brandt Pores No More primer. One that I have been using like every single day. It has been the Tarte one, so this is the one that I'm going to go ahead and show. To take my middle finger and I just kind of pick up some product, and for this one, it's not one that I put like all over my face. I really take this and Usually I'll start on my forehead. I have a pretty expressive face, and again, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but I have a lot of lines and like wrinkles in my forehead. So I like to take this and kind of smooth it all over and almost like really push it into all the pores and into those wrinkles that I have. And again, I'm just kind of like pushing it into the pores and smoothing it down. Also, I have such a horrible habit of biting my lip, like picking my lip. So if you see that spot, that's why. You already know I'm going to use the Pure Hydrogel Lift. This is just like a cooling product that you just run right under your eyes. And again, this is a product that absorbs really quickly. And it feels so good. What I like to do right away after I put the under eye gel on is I actually like to go ahead and use my under eye color corrector. If you don't have really dark circles, if you don't have a lot of discoloration, you don't need to do this. This is just something that I've been doing. I don't know that I so much have like a ton of purple, but I have a lot of like red, like just really weird discoloration around my eyes. So I do like to go ahead and correct that right away because color correctors can sometimes be a little thick. So I like them to go on right away after I've hydrated. So the one that I love and have been using a lot is the Tarte, this is the Tarte CC Under Eye Corrector in light medium. And I've shown this before. It's just like a kind of peachy salmon kind of color. And another one that I have used a lot and is less expensive is from NYX, and this is the NYX Dark Circle Concealer, and I have mine in 01 Fair, and this is just a little pot, and it looks like this. It is the same color. They're pretty similar. I just think this one is a lot creamier, but it can also feel a lot more thick. So just be careful whichever one you choose to use. But just kind of pick up some product. You don't need a lot. It's, like I said, it's really thick and creamy. And I just start to place this right in like the inner corner of my eye. And I just bring some of it up just a little bit, like almost under the eyebrow. And the warmth of your finger will help to really make this product spread really well. Hopefully this is showing just how much brighter this looks on this side compared to this side. If you don't necessarily have like dark under eye circles, maybe you just have a lot of redness in your face, something that works really well is from IT Cosmetics. This is the Bye Bye Redness, and this is a neutralizing correcting cream. It comes in this little like reddish kind of jar, and the product inside is really thick. It just looks like this, and this really helps to cancel out redness. I have this like red spot right here, so I'll just show you what that looks like. I usually use, what is this? This is a concealer buffer brush. This one specifically is from Zoeva, and literally you need like the smallest amount of this stuff. It is so pigmented. I'm like barely touching it. Like I barely picked up any product. And what I do is I just place it on the spot and just kind of gently tap it out. And it just like neutralizes the redness. Like that spot was really red. A lot of women will get redness like around their nose. You can take some of this and kind of go around. I don't do this every day, but I just want to show you in case those are some of your concerns, that these are some products that you can use. So foundation obviously is very personal. It's depending on your skin type, what kind of finish you're looking for, if you have a lot to cover up, if you don't have a lot to cover up. Like I said, this is just personally what I've been doing pretty much for the last like 2 months. Feel free to use whatever products work best for you. Like I mentioned earlier, I have I'm more on the oily side for skin type, but not like overly oily. I have personally, pretty much my entire life, have always preferred a matte finish foundation. The ones that I have been using, which I've mentioned in like 10,000 different videos, because I've done 10,000 videos. But my like favorite combination right now is mixing the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation with the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation. One, because this Urban Decay foundation is like insane with its pigmentation. Like it is so full coverage. It's beautiful. It's such a great foundation, but mine is too dark right now, so I just mix it with the Rainforest of the Sea, which is a like a watery consistency but still has pretty good coverage. So those two together make a really good combination. If you want like so full coverage that you could puke, the Marc Jacobs foundation is crazy. This is, what is this actually called? It's the Marc Jacobs Remarkable foundation. And another really good one is the Estee Lauder Double Wear. This is excellent coverage. I love this foundation and it will last a really, really long time. Two of my favorite foundations from the drugstore would be the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. That one's awesome. Not quite as full coverage, but you can build it up to be like a medium to full coverage. So if you're on a budget, that's a really good foundation. The L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte one is really, really good. Really full coverage. I wore that one on my wedding day. So, I mean, you don't have to have high-end products, you know, to like something a lot. For today's video, I'm going to do my combination that I've been doing just because I want to show you exactly how I've been getting my flawless foundation. Basically just, this is how I feel like the most confident in how my skin looks. So I pretty much always use a beauty sponge. This one is from Real Techniques. Of course, you can use a beauty blender. Don't judge me. Mine's disgusting. I need to clean it. I don't think it shows on camera, but the rest of my body is a bit darker than my face. So when I put this on, it always looks darker. But when you look at the rest of my body, it does match. And just kind of dot it around. And I like to just work in little sections, I guess. So I just take the sponge and start to tap this out. And I don't bring it too high up underneath my eye because I'm going to go in with concealer and I don't want like a ton of product being caked on under my eyes. I have so many concealers. I love concealer. The best one though is the Tarte Shape Tape. This stuff is amazing. It is so pigmented and full coverage and it like does not crease under your eyes. But some other good drugstore ones, the Maybelline Master Conceal, this one, I've actually been using this one a lot in the last couple weeks, and I love this one. The Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealers are really good. I mean, this one, like, I've used the entire thing. This is, again, really pigmented, blends out really well, and I have 2 different shades of this, so I mean, you can clearly see, like, I've loved this one. So these are really good, and the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, which I just don't have because I used it all up and I haven't gotten a chance to get a new one yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and do the Tarte Shape Tape concealer, because again, it's just what I've been using. I know normally everyone like draws an F ton of stuff like all over their face. I feel like this is so pigmented and so thick, you just don't need that much. So I actually just take like a couple dots. I do just like a little bit down my nose, just a tiny bit here, and a little on my chin, and honestly that was probably too much. But this is also about maybe 2 shades lighter than the rest of my face, which is typically what you want with a concealer. You want it to be about 1 to 2 shades lighter than the rest of your face. Instead of drawing the triangle shapes, they'll kind of like just bring the product down. And I'm going to also bring some of this over my eyelid, because if you have any discoloration, this can kind of mute that all out. You want to set your concealer with a translucent powder so that you don't make the brightness of the concealer darker. What I've been using is the RCMA No Color Powder. You can get this huge fucking bottle for like $12, I think. I mean, like, this will literally last me forever. So I kind of just shake it so that some gets caught in the lid, and I just take my brush and just kind of pick some of the product up. I don't need too much, just like that. And I just gently set under the eye. And I'm not pressing hard. I'm not like wiping and rubbing, because that would just remove all the makeup underneath. I'm just like pressing. Anything else, you can use a powder that actually has some color to it, like this one. This is from Tarte, and this is in the shade Light Neutral, so this does have some color to it if you would like to set the rest of your face that way. Like if you want more coverage, or you guys pretty much always see me using the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. Just take my big fluffy brush and just swirl around in it and just set everywhere else. And this way it's easier to like blend out your blush and highlight and contour, whatever else you're going to be putting on your face. The only other things that I would really do for this would be contour, bronzer, blush, and highlight. Hopefully, if you were wondering how to get like a flawless face, hopefully this helped you. Hopefully you learned something new. If you have any questions on anything that I showed you or talked about, please just leave a comment down below. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave. That way you get notified for any videos that I post, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!